Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Esports Ohio. Today, we have some Overwatch for you today. You're going to be your caster today, OPNees, and I'm here with I'm Not Sure. How you doing today, I'm Not Sure?
Oh, just fantastic. And I mean, this is gonna be an interesting matchup. This is gonna be the JV championship. So, Whitmer, we casted one of their full-on varsity matches earlier in the season, and they were pretty good. So let's see if their JV team can hold up.
Definitely, and I'm excited to see Nepal first map. I love control maps, and we're going to see Nepal. Very wide variety of comps when you get to see Nepal. So, can't wait to see how that's going to go down. And now we're going to start off with a ball comp to start off with on the side of Penta. Something you don't see very often, especially on lower ranked teams, but these two are in the championship. So let's see how Penta's ball is going to do. Already taking down the Brigitte. Pine is going to be able to trade the Moira, though. Now he's going to go in an attempt to get a slam off, and that's going to be the turret getting destroyed. And it seems that Penta is in the driver's seat at the moment. They are going to be able to take the point first.
And Robusto did a great job isolating that Brig, pushing her on point and getting her away from the team. And, like you were saying, you don't see a lot of balls in, these lower ranked games. So that's a little surprising.
An awesome game getting picked first again, but Robot Ninja is going to be able to even the odds, taking down Bloody. And now is going to be Penta trying to secure more kills so they can keep a hold of the point. The Diva is going to be the target for Roboots, so he's going to be able to get him low HP, now without losing to Baptiste, and now with no supports. It's going to be a little bit harder for Penta to hold on to the point, but not impossible, as we're going to see the Moira coming back. The Sojourn's falling low, going to get taken down by Revive. The picks are going the way of Whitmer as they get more, but Robotsu is not going to give up easily. It's going to try to get even more picks. The Reds is going to make it not even on the side of Penta, so they're going to have to just spin around and stall point. Even investing the mines here.
He picks up one. It's just going to be the Diva left. Junk comes back, though.
Very scrappy fight here between these two. Smash is trying to get a pick, but it's going to get demeched. Uses the bomb to get the remech going. Ultimates are on the side of both teams. So not much is happening here. Awesome Game is going to take down Pine. Smash is going to go in onto the Moira, trying to get a pick here, but just can't land enough shots. The Coalescence is going on in the background as well. Quilly gonna fall to it, but that's gonna be Smash getting demech. Revive, though, gets a two-piece, trying to make it even for the team. Smash falling dangerously low, but it's gonna get taken down. Revive, though, on the 3K, taking down Awesome Game. The Revive goes through. It's just Robutsu to be able to stall the point here on ball, and I think he's gonna give it up, and Whitmer is gonna take the point for the first time.
I saw Smash pop that Diva Bomb, and I don't know how big of a fan I was of that. In the end, it turned out okay for them, but you gotta, take into mind that they have a BAP, and then that's gonna get you no value, and that's one of the best ults in the game just lost.
Yeah, I think they were just using it for a remake because the ball had them there. They thought it was winnable, so they wanted to use it. Immortality Field already being used. Now it's going to be the go button for Smash to try to get a pick here. But can't really do much as he's going to get walled. Doesn't get taken down, though. Mercy healing him up. The ball is stalling as well. Trying to wait for his teammates to get there. Robutsu having to leave the Trojan, try to get a Mega. Pine is going to get a pick onto the Moira again. Moira is attracted to these Junkrat mines, unable to really escape them.
And you see Robusto trying to go in and stall for his team, but really, when you're doing that on Hammond, you're kind of just leading your team in to just slowly trickle in and die. So you really want to go in with the rest of your team all at once.
Gonna be a mines used by Robotsu. Same with the Molten Core and a Coalescence. A BAP window is gonna be able to get a pick onto the Mercy, but Robotsu is gonna roll into lava and go down. Whitmer in a really good position to keep hold of this point. Revive getting a pick as well. That's gonna be Smash getting the remake here. No, gonna get taken down before they're able to use the remake. A bomb used without any value. That's gonna be Whitmer though, keeping control of the point. Is it's gonna be hard or Penta to get on the point even with their ults. Stall coming through here.
Stay alive.
It's gonna be able to get the Mega here. The stall was good. The Immortality Field used. No one else touching. It's gonna be the Baptiste touching with no Immortality Field. He might fall short, but that's gonna be a pick. The Sojourn taking down Revive. The turret getting destroyed, but Pine with a 2K with the Riptire. The two very impactful. The May trying to get more, but Pine gets a really nice little 3-piece. Robotsu is able to get a pick, but the Revive is gonna stop any value that gets the trap. Stops Robotsu in his tracks, and that's going to be Pine's Junkrat really carrying the last part of that point.
Yeah, we saw a ton of phenomenal ults there. I mean, even that Torbjorn just did such a great job at using his Molten Core as an entry denial on the side of Whitmer, get some kills with it. And then you see that Pine ult as well. Phenomenal job. Robusto even got some really good minefields going on there. So, as of right now, this is going to kind of come out to be who can win the alt battles more and more effectively.
Yeah,
we have
I would
two
agree.
very interesting comps here, so that's what it's going to come down to.
Very interesting indeed. Usually don't see Moiras or Mercies being played here, especially with the double flex on the side of Penta. With the ball, not a lot of synergy between these team comps. I actually see more synergy here with Whitmer, and that might be the reason why they were doing so well. We see Boralcha already falling low, Moira on point falling low as well, but has to get out. Smash, be able to take a lot of space, being able to really control the point here, but it's going to get demeched. Pine is going to get a pick, same with a Revive in the background. Smash has to escape. The ball trying to get more, but Fire takes down Awesome Game, and that's going to be Whitmer being able to take over the point easy, and that's going to be point captured.
And you see a lot of great communication from Whitmer. Right there, you saw Smash recognizing that her Moira was in trouble, basically 1 HP on sight, goes over and dives on her attacker. So, really good communication, really good game sense that you don't necessarily see at this level of play all the time.
Yep, ball doing good poke damage, tries to get Pine. That's going to be a massive pick there. The Robotsu being able to get that pick, does get trapped, has to get an Immortality Field. That's going to be Smash taking on Quilly after using the Immortality Field. But the picks are going both ways. Penta now even here as Robot Ninja is going to get a pick in the back. Revive taking down the Sojourn, and that's going to be the rest of Penta getting taken down as Whitmer is able to hold the line.
And it all comes down to just take it slow. You see that early pick on Pine, and even though it's a 4v5 for Whitmer, you gotta take it one fight at a time. You know, try to isolate the Penta players and try to just get one pick at a time, and slowly but surely you can win the fight.
Definitely can. Pine has a Riptide here. Gonna get a pick onto the Moira again. This Moira Awesome Game has died for so many fights in a row. That's gonna be Diva Bomb launch at the enemy team. It's only gonna take down an Immortality Field, but Quilly's gonna fall down after having his HP lowered so much. The Sojourn out of position here is going to get chased down by the Diva, is going to get pressured out. Pile Driver goes out by the ball. The Minefield on point, just trying to get one. That Smash running headlong into the mines. Just going to get demeched there, and that's going to be Pine also falling low. Robotsu has a little 3K here, trying to go for more. That's going to be the Sojourn taking down Smash before they're able to remech. The freeze is good for 2, but it might have been an over ult there, as Robot Ninja might have committed the Blizzard when he already had won the fight.
And that was a little weird. I guess Smash just must not have recognized that the ball, you know, was planting his mines. They had time to back out, but they just decided to, you know, full steam ahead. And that might be one of the reasons why they lost that fight right there.
Yep. Robotsu chandeliering here, looking for information to see where the other team is going to go. Pine, another first pick. Robot Ninja's going to fire back and get another. Now it's going to be left on how they're both going to recover. The Moira has no fade onto the Baptiste. He has to use his immortality field. Pine is going to get resurrected, but Robot Ninja's taking down the Moira, the Diva Mech in the background. That's going to be lava thrown all over the point here from Whitmer. Now trying to get the Mercy in the back, can't really find the pick. Robotsu is going to be able to get the help from his Sojourn to take him down. The Torbjorn doing so much damage as well as the Diva getting the remake. Robotsu has to concede and run back. The Moira popping her Coalescence as well. But both of these teams are very close. Robotsu going down, and the picks are going to go to the way of Whitmer with 99% of the point. It's going to be left to the last member, the Baptiste, to try to touch, and he's not going to be able to, as that's going to be point 2 taken and map 1 taken by Whitmer.
And that was just such a great job by Whitmer. You saw at the start of the map, and it looked like it was just going to be a clean sweep by Penta, but Whitmer ended up just coming back and used that momentum in the second sub-map and securing the entire win 2-0.
Yep, Revive here with the play of the game, getting that double Coalescence and the third pick there on the awesome game. Both of these Moiras are trying to go for some flank plays and do some DPS Moira shenanigans, which, if the team isn't playing as cohesive as they should, it definitely can help and definitely will be impactful, as we saw in this first map.
Yeah, and you can use Moira very effectively as, somewhat of a dive character when, you see a lower HP support or even DPS, and you can just straight up just target them. You have a good getaway ability with your fade. So really, if that team isn't playing together very well, like you were saying, yeah, it can be a great just Moira can be a great DPS.
Mm-hmm. And yep, both these teams utilize them very well. And we're going to be back in just a moment with the second map pick. Don't go anywhere. This is Esports Ohio. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Esports Ohio. This is the JV Championship. We have Whitmer versus Penta here, and Whitmer won their first map pretty decently with a 2-0. I'm not sure. How do you feel about them picking King's Row?
I mean, King's Row can be played in so many different ways. You're gonna see Whitmer pulling out the Ramatra here. It looks like their tank actually switched out. Robusto was originally the tank for Whitmer. So
Yeah, for Penta. Penta, now
sorry.
want to attack this time. And Penta, I believe maybe Roboto might be a ball one trick. There's something you see a lot with different teams is that they will have maybe a character that's harder to play, maybe a tracer or a ball. They will have someone who just one tricks them.
Yeah, and is going for a little bit of a weird comp here. They have a D.Va for dive, and then they have, a Torbjorn. So we're gonna see how that plays out.
Both are gonna be so. Penta here on the Ramatra is seen in the meta very usually here. Pine already getting a pick onto Robutsu, and Quilly is going to go down as well. Robot Ninja is going to get a refrag, though, onto Pine. So now it's going to make it a little bit even, but that's going to be an immediate res, and the trap is going to stop Robot right in his tracks. Now, not a lot to really do here as they're just trying to get through the choke. Dream Void trying to get through, but trying to check his corners as well so he doesn't get poked out. Now it's time to go. D.Va falling at half HP. No really engagements yet as they're both just poking each other out still. Shield goes up. The Junkrat shoots in the back. That's going to be Smash taking out Awesome, who faded into the enemy team, unable to get out. Now it's just going to be... The Jets are going to be pumped as they're not going to have enough healing to sustain themselves through this choke point.
Yeah, and Ramatra can be so devastating and so dominating on this King's Row attack, especially with that brawl, but the rest of the team needs to play with that. This Bastion needs to start putting in some damage, try getting some picks in. It's going to be very hard with that D.Va, though, sucking up all that damage.
The D.Va is falling very low there, getting below 100 HP, has no armor, has to try to think about going back, but Pine with a 3K, taking them all down. They're all grouped up, but he knocks them down like dominoes, and that's going to be a full team kill for the side of Whitmer.
Penta, they need to try switching something up here. They are getting to their ults, but as well, if their ults don't work, you need to try switching immediately.
I would say that they also need to try to reset the tempo here. They're playing very slow, which lets the Torbjorn do something like that and take down Robutsu. And now they're just at the wait. Quilly using the artillery strike, trying to get a quick pick here. It's going to bring the D.Va low. That's going to be the Ramatra using his Annihilation. But not really getting anything. The Mercy out of sorts. It's going to get picked. That's going to be the D.Va Bomb. Trying to get another one, but it doesn't go well. Awesome's going to get a pick on the Pine. Robot Ninja going to fall to revive. It's going to be a beat. Counteracting the Coalescence. The Torbjorn standing on high ground, pumping out the damage. Quilly gets a pick on the Smash. And now it's just going to be Penta on the point on cleanup duty.
And that was a great job by Penta with all of their ults. I think that Bastion was a little bit preemptive, but besides that, everyone did a good job. That Lucio ult to counter that Koa.
No. Ooh. Wait a minute. Whitmer coming back into it. It will look like cleanup duty for Penta, but Pine goes in there with a purpose and gets two. And now it's Whitmer on cleanup duty, trying to get more. That's going to be the Torbjorn staying alive, being able to get a pick onto the Lucio. And now back to square one for Penta.
I don't know how they brought that back. Pine did an incredible job switching to the Reinhardt as well for Void. He's just pressing W.
That's going to be a Blizzard thrown right onto point. Pine, though, getting a pick. Quilly uses the artillery strike again, but Pine gets both supports. Now there's no one keeping this Reinhardt alive. The res goes out as well, and Pine kills for this fight. Almost a full team kill for Pine. That's going to be Smash cleaning up the Bastion, and Pine looking dominant here.
And Junkrat can always be, dominating on these, maps that have all these choke points, but Pine is just playing this phenomenally. He can't play this much better.
Definitely. The trap is also impactful there, stopping the Reinhardt from going further at all. And that's going to be a Penta stuffed in the choke, only getting 1.5 ticks onto the first point. And could be a full hold by Whitmer. I mean, it was a full hold by Whitmer, and this could be just a one and done. One push, and this could be it for Penta.
They did get 1 tick, but, that doesn't mean a whole lot a lot of times. I'm still kind of shocked that Whitmer came back and just cleaned him up. That was incredible. Pine is just playing so well, and he can't be stopped on that Junkrat.
Yeah, I'm just gonna see a Penta going over to a different comp. Robot Ninja's gonna go over to the Junkrat, trying to mirror the Pine strategy. But a Life Weaver here, something Robutsu is pulling out along with the Mercy. It's gonna be a very heal-based comp, with the DPS having to work overtime to pump out more damage.
I don't know how I feel about the D.Va on defense here, especially because I'm assuming they're going to be playing back onto the point. That's what it looks like right here. And you kind of need someone back there that will, be dominant enough to hold very close. And I don't know if D.Va can do that.
Well, we did see Whitmer. Steve was able to do that and able to get back very quickly. But definitely going to be difficult, as the Sigma is going to close off a lot of angles for the DPS here. The Rock going to be able to stun the D.Va, doing lots of damage. Smash has to watch his HP, falling to exactly 1 HP. Is going to be able to live there, as the supports on the side of Penta are going to fall low. Revive getting to pick. Pine going to get taken down and traded out. That's going to be awesome game. Falling first again. Torbjorn trying to make a play here to get a pick, but really nothing much is happening here, as Revive is going to die in the back line of Penta.
No, and that Sigma I really do like, because he can dispel a lot of damage, and that's what he is doing. He just needs his DPS to follow up and just finish him off.
Definitely do. A lot of damage here on the main choke, but he's also taking a lot of damage himself. Again, trying to poke out the D.Va, trying to prod for space. Pine gonna be able to get the Junkrat 1v1 dub there over onto Robot Ninja. The Rock almost gonna be brutal, but the life grip comes just in time. The Mercy in a precarious situation in the hold there. That's gonna be the Junkrat coming up from the top, clearing everyone from the point. The Baptiste following him in. And now this is going to be Whitmer's chance to cap the point and stop Penta from even attempting to take this at all. And that's going to be so many kills going the side of Whitmer. Only one left is going to be the Junkrat, and he falls short. And that's going to be Whitmer taking map 2 in a dominant fashion.
Smash played that very well, and I think honestly he anticipated that they were going to play back, which they definitely should have, and I think anyone would have anticipated that. But that Sigma, because they were playing back, gave him a lot of room to work with and to just kind of poke and prod and just isolate each individual member of that Penta team.
Something I'd like to see Penta do a little bit more is there on King's Row. Something very important is holding that statue control. They were allowing the Sigma to push up so far to get so much poke onto their team that he was never really contested. The only time he was contested is when he just didn't have his shield up and was using his grasp and fell down to 1 HP. As they're able to contest statue a little bit better there, I believe they're going to be able to have a better chance at holding this down. Now, we're going to be moving into our map 3. Currently, we played map 1 and map 2, control and hybrid. I believe it's going to be a push map for the third map. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. This is Esports Ohio. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Esports Ohio JV Championship. And this match between Whitmer and Penta is going to map 3. We're going to be playing Clash, one of the newer game modes of Overwatch 2, and Hanaoka is the map, and I'm excited. I love watching Clash. It's a fast-paced mode. What do you think they're going to pull out on this mode? I'm not sure.
We see what they're pulling out, and it's interesting. I love the Torb, puts out damage, and also with his overclock, he can just be, fast, run anyone down. So I really do love that pick. You see the Moira as well. So, and also the Venture. So as you were saying, a very fast-paced game mode, a very fast-paced characters. I'm really liking what I'm seeing from both teams comp-wise so far.
Yep, something different from the side of Whitmer is that they're going to be pulling out the Life Weaver. Haven't seen them play that quite yet. Usually it's a Baptiste and a Moira. Gonna be Robutsu finding the Torbjorn out by himself, and it's gonna be taking him down. Good dive there from him and the Moira, isolating that Torbjorn. Now you're going to be isolating the Life Weaver here, trying to get a pick. The Moira trying to go in with him as well. Going to be falling low at 1 HP. Has to use it. Oh, that's going to be Robutsu stealing Awesome Games Mini. It's going to get taken down, and now it's going to be even between the two teams. Robutsu has to get out with his life as he's going to try to get the point. The slam is going to be good for one. Tries to get another onto the Venture, but he's going to dig into the ground. Going to be trying to attack this Torbjorn as well. Robutsu still in the front lines, shooting as much as he can. Attempting to take control of the high ground to get the Torbjorn off of it. Gonna slam the Venture instead. Gonna be the Torbjorn getting taken down by Pine. This chaotic, rough battle is gonna be in the favor of whoever gets to the point first. And it seems it's gonna be in the favor of Penta. The Immortality Field is good to save Pine. I mean, not to save Pine, but they're able to save Robutsu. It's gonna be one getting taken down as well by Revive. Immortality is gonna get broken. The D.Va is still here, but Revive is in the clutches of Robutsu, who's going to take him down. Penta in control of this point and really in control of this map so far. Robutsu out of luck real quick with that grapple, and now it's going to be the point being taken by Penta.
Robutsu just playing such a phenomenal Hammond, going in and isolating anyone he can, going in, taking that high ground. He has some great game sense, and I love to watch this Hammond play right here.
Robot Ninja is going to take down the Torbjorn, but is going to get taken down himself, and then Smash can't get the remake as Pine falls to the mines as well, and that's going to be a full reset over on the side of Whitmer. A hammer kill even for the Torbjorn on to Revive there, as it's going to be Penta getting the second point they need out of 5.
And Whitmer needs to find some kind of solution to Robusto here.
Do you see a touch come in, but that's going to be Smash immediately falling. Same with Pine. Going to fall down, but the bomb kills too. Something unseen in a moment. Is going to get a double there. Now Robutsu has to work overtime to try to clean this up. The Tree of Life is going to make it difficult. That's going to be D.Va diving in, trying to shoot the ball, getting him low. The adaptive shields are going to keep him alive. Now he's going to turn his attention to the Moira. We backs up in the background fire, taking down Robot Ninja, and something that looked like it was swinging the way of Penta is now in favor of Whitmer.
And Penta is now fully regrouped. Opening pick by D.Va, though. That is tragic.
Definitely tragic for the side of Penta. Smash going in a little overzealous. Going to be at half HP and just going to be going in. Does get life gripped away. He's going to be able to stay alive for a little bit longer. There's going to be Robutsu trying to find an angle to slam from. He's gonna not be able to get there in time. Gonna be taking down the turret, but fire in the background gets a double kill onto Robot Ninja and Quilly. The turret putting in work. That's gonna be the Molten Core being unleashed. Lava covering the point. Fire gonna take down Borb Bolsha as well. Robutsu has to just concede and is gonna try to touch, but it's gonna be falling dangerously low himself. Fire getting another pick. We always are talking about Pine, but now it's Fire pulling up and burning bright.
Whitmer, wow, D.Va's just going in, trying to create some more space as well. I'm loving the aggressiveness by both teams. This is a pretty even matchup so far.
Gonna be
Whitmer just ahead barely.
Whitmer kind of overextending themselves, not really ready to push. Two of them are going to fall down, and that means Penta going to have a good advantage going into this team fight, as the point might swing their way, especially with that mines in the back, smash falling dangerously low, but the ball is going to go down. Something we haven't seen. Rabutsu mispositioning is going to go down. That was going to be a go button for Smash, trying to get a pick here, get him to the Baptiste fall dangerously low, the window through, the visor through the window is good. Awesome. Falls down to the Molten Core, and Revive gets a double. Smash gonna be able to almost get the remake here, get slammed, taken low, but the Tree of Life sustains him, and that's gonna be Whitmer now in control at this point, as Robutsu has to just stall, waiting for his team to get back.
Robustu at the same time is trying to build up that ult.
Oh, awesome, goes down while in Coalescence. Now, Robutsu trying to get even more. The Life Weaver falling very low, but Pine has 2 kills in the back, a 3K in the back, actually. Robot Ninja trying to make it even by getting 1. But Robutsu as well, again, getting the frag back. No supports on the field for Whitmer. It could go the way of Penta. The point already captured, and now they're going to just have to try to defend their last point.
And you're going to see that Diva Bomb play a big role in these next fights. However, Smash wants to play that.
Smash gonna be attempting to go towards the point. The Juno gonna be able to escape his clutches. Now he's just gonna be on the point, holding the space. Falls very low. He's a Diva Bomb early here. It's not gonna get anyone, as that's gonna be Robutsu and Robot Ninja in the back getting 2. The Torburn as well getting a 3rd, and that's gonna be Robutsu and Penta gonna be able to cap their final point and be able to get back into the driver's seat.
And okay. Penta is playing very phenomenally, especially, you know, with a lot of these teams. The issue isn't the Hammond. The issue is people don't know how to play with a Hammond, because you don't have a tank that's with you all the time. But Penta is playing phenomenally, you know, and they have to be their own tanks in a way.
Definitely do. This is going to be a good slam to do some good poke damage. The minefield going down as well. Smash all the way on the point onto this JQ, making that Children fall very low. Pine's going to get a pick on the awesome game, and it's going to be hard for them to touch the point with the Molten Core all over the point. It's going to keep going down, but that's going to be the Torbjorn on the side of Penta falling short. Robot getting pulled in. The Carnage does massive amounts of damage to him. He has to try to run away, playing in his biotic field. That's going to be Pine taking him down, though. But Robot Ninja takes on Revive in the back as well. The focus beam makes Robutsu have to reconsider attacking the point. That's going to be the Moira on the side of Penta. Falling low, no fade to their name. Torbjorn gonna fall down. Now Smash attempting to get even more here. That's going to be the rest of his team cleaning up. Penta, and now Robutsu has to go and touch again, a familiar story for this ball player.
Yeah, to this point, then it's about to be sudden death. So you really gotta watch out, and they want this point. They do not want it to fall to match point.
Yeah, Robutsu gonna be able to get Fixer off the back of the Soldier using his visor. And that's going to even it up here, as that's going to be Penta getting a team wipe over on the side of Whitmer. And with that, if they capture this point, the odds are going to even out, and now it's going to swing either team's way.
And, you know, that's one of the glories of having a ball on your team, is you can just hold for, you know, a very long but, you know, definite amount of time. And, you know, they ended up bringing it back.
Queen ult getting forward with the Queen ult, forcing cooldowns, but no picks come from the Queen ult. They're trying to get aggressive to play off of it, but not much is going to happen. The minefield on the point, clearing out all of Whitmer's players, and that's going to be the Life River getting taken down by the Juno in the back. The Carnage trying to do some damage on the Robutsu. He's going to get healed up by the Juno Pulsars, and that's going to be Smash falling down. Robutsu pulling it back from the brink for his team. Robot Ninja as well playing such a crucial part.
And that is just so unfortunate. You have that absolutely massive Queen ult, but your team just is not there with you, so no one can capitalize off of it.
Good shots here onto the Baptiste, unable to get much fire. He's gonna get a pick, but the Life Weaver is gonna fall in the back as well to Quilly. That's gonna be a slam right into the lava. Smash has to try to sustain himself, but he's gonna get taken down with a couple lessons. Robot Ninja as well, putting in the damage. That's going to be the Baby Diva just playing on point. The slam gets a pick. That's going to be the Orbital Ray unleashed on the side of Penta. That's going to be Whitmer doing a lot of damage to Robutsu and getting a lot of picks here. Robutsu having to try to get more, but it's going to get falling dangerously low and can't find a pick. Something that was so clearly in view of Penta is now clouded in the mirror, and that's going to be Whitmer going to be able to hold on and almost cap the point. Robutsu falling so low.
He's staying alive. These supports are just also keeping up. You saw some Life Weaver heals, but just in the end, just gets taken down, unfortunately.
Even with the ults used by Penta, Whitmer is just destroying them. Even with that, their team play is just a little bit better, even though that they had a disadvantage of ults. It's going to be a minefield thrown down, as well as Robutsu is getting hunted down by Pine. Smash has to play his life here as his team is not quite there. Robutsu, the non-characteristically, is going to be the first to fall here, and now it's going to be the rest of Penta up to them to try to hold on to this point, and that's going to be Smash getting to D-Mac. That's a good start for Penta. Same with the Visor going out. The Lava gets a pick. The Visor gets two, and Robutsu is able to come back and help with the cleanup onto Pine. Good plays there from Penta holding it down.
And that's going to tie it all up, and this is absolutely going to be sudden death on this middle point. This is crazy. So really, Robustu needs to try antagonizing the backline of Whitmer a little bit more to try to separate and get some early picks.
Pine gonna fall down early, but that's gonna be Smash as well, taking down Quilly, but that's going to be a two-piece for the side of Penta. Now it's going to be up to Whitmer to try to utilize their ult to get more of the Ana's out of position. The nade is going to get an anti, is going to be able to get healed up, but no damage is really being done. Revive is going to take down Awesome Game as they're going to try to keep each other alive, but that's going to be the Baptiste falling down, and the Ana going to be trying to follow suit here. The Diva Bomb onto point. Robutsu trying to get another pick, but he's going to get anti, he's going to fall low. That's going to be the Molten Core thrown onto the point. The Juno duplication fire is going to take down one. That's going to be Smash taking down the Torbjorn. It's going to be the Juno unleashed on the side of Penta, attempting to do something with this. Smash falling low is going to get falling down. There's going to be an orbital ray over on the side of Whitmer from the duplication. All the ults are being thrown around here, but not much is going done. Pine finally going to be able to pick on the Robot Ninja, but it's going to be Smash getting taken down. Robutsu trying to get the Torbjorn, but he is elusive. Awesome, getting that pick on the Smash. The Immortality Field used by Revive. The window dropped as well to try to secure this point, but it's just the DPS. The Minefield goes down. He's going to get a pick, and that's going to be Penta holding on and really being definitive into this point presence. And that's going to be the Diva falling down as well from the Minefield. And that's going to be Penta taking the third point. The fifth and final point here as the touches go down, and that's going to be the third map taken by Penta, and this could be a comeback series.
You a little bit out of breath there, Knees? You need to take a
breather. Going for a while. The fight never stopped. I couldn't stop talking every time there was action everywhere.
That was crazy, and what a great comeback by Penta. That was so back and forth, and honestly, Robustu just did such a good job constantly antagonizing that backline, constantly holding point, and just being a complete and utter nuisance to Whitmer. That's exactly what you like to see from a Hammond. You can't play, like that on Hammond and not cause problems to the other team. That was a great job by Robustu, and also by his DPS and supports by capitalizing off of, overextensions by Whitmer and any other opportunities they had.
Definitely played to their strength, the chaotic play that Ball loves to entice. And now we have a longer series on our table. That was the third map on Hanaoka. Now we're going to go to the fourth map to see. It's still match point for Whitmer. They only need to clutch one more map to be the JV champions. We're going to see what that fourth map is in just a moment. Don't go anywhere. This is Esports Ohio. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Esports Ohio. This is our fourth map of the series between Whitmer and Penta in the JV Championship. This is going to be our escort map on Route 66. What do you think these two teams are going to run? I'm not sure.
Oh man, I mean, these teams have played phenomenally. You see Robusto coming back out with the Hammond, which is kind of expected. And this map can be a pretty good Hammond map. There's a lot of nooks and crannies you can get into. On this first, area, this first point, kind of iffy, but a good Hammond can still play around it very effectively. And then you're seeing a pretty big poke comp on the side of Whitmer, which I'm pretty excited for. The Sigma, which you saw was, dominant on King's Row, the Torb, and then also you got the Echo and Zen. Pretty powerful comp right there.
Yep, very good poke comp here. Gonna try to stop the Hammond from going in on them before he has a chance. That's gonna be the Torbjorn be murdered in spawn. Same with the Zenyatta not getting the healing that they need, getting taken down by Robutsu, who's playing super aggressive, even onto the Mercy, trying to get the pick, and is going to find it. Robutsu with a 3K here, as it's gonna be back to the drawing board with how Whitmer is going to try to attack this. And that's going to be immediately what they do, as they're going to sleep him and then going to be able to burn him down with that Echo Beam.
And Penta's trying to assert themselves by playing up, but with that, it's high risk, high reward, and that's the high risk of it. You get trapped kind of at the spawn doors, and then they get a huge push, and your entire team crumbles. And you're seeing the Roadhog come from Whitmer, too.
Yep. Probably trying to get control of this ball a little more. That's going to be a res onto Pine. Revive as well, getting a pick there. Now it's going to be Smash getting another pick onto the Torbjorn, as it's going to be the ball in the back, just causing havoc. The hook is going to be missed. That's going to be Ana falling low. The ball is also going to be antied and falling dangerously low as well. The rest of Whitmer here is attempting to just deny this ball any presence, but Penta is able to hold on with some of their players. Not for long, though.
I love that Whitmer chose the Roadhog. This is the first sign that they've really tried to counter this ball. And, the ball's been causing such a big issue to them, so I'm really liking the pick. From what I'm seeing, though, I think Smash needs to wait a little bit longer on his hooks, because he's missing a lot of them right now.
He is missing a few of his hooks, but he's going to be making up for it by getting picks onto very necessary targets. Robutsu trying to work his way in towards the back, but doesn't have his grapple, and he's going to get punished. He gets antied, he falls so low, but doesn't get killed. That's going to be a pick on the Blind Revive. He's going to take down Robot Ninja. It's going to be the Torbjorn isolated here by the Roadhog, getting taken down as well. The minefield goes down. They're going to get cleared here. Fire gets a pick onto the Juno, and that's going to be Whitmer. Just going to be able to take this first point almost without any hassle. Just the start of the hassle right at the beginning there in the spawn hold. Oh, actually, that's going to be Reaper getting two. This is massive. That's going to be Smash having to reload his gun and able to get the pick there. That's going to be Pine making up for it. The Juno going to go down, but that's going to be the Molten Core demolishing Smash, burning him to a crisp. And what I thought was so easily taken by Whitmer is going to be held on by Penta.
And Penta did use majority of their ults there, but you could argue that it's worth it. You give them less time. Now Whitmer only has 1 minute left to actually get this point. Penta needs to play back and conservative here. They cannot get overzealous and overextend.
I'll just see there, Penta, as you were saying, we're going to see Whitmer actually overextended a little bit, going to get taken down by the Moira. Robutsu gets hooked, gets antied, a lot of damage there. Not a lot going to happen there. There's going to be the Roadhog using his ult, going whole hog, but not getting anything even while nanoed, just not close enough to get any picks. They're going to get a hook on the Juno and a pick. Robutsu's going to trade it and get a pick on to Revive in the back. Pine with the duplication, not finding much, as Robot Ninja gets a pick in the back, but there's going to be Resurrection onto the Ana. Pine getting more, and now it's going to be left in a 1v3 scenario. Robutsu trying to get something done, but has to concede the point and rolls away to safety.
And Whitmer, they played that very good. I mean, they used all of their ults and their ult advantage to push through. I mean, that was necessary. So I really don't mind that at all, and I think that was probably the best route they could have taken.
It definitely was using all of their ults, but they were able to get the point. Another res onto Revive. That's why they're running this Mercy here. Revive getting aggressive, sleeping the Moira, and also antiing the Hammond at the same time. Revive getting taken down as well. Both supports are falling down, and that's going to be Penta with a Penta kill.
Yep, and there it is. And wow, both these teams just throwing punches and not stopping. I'm surprised Penta is still playing this aggressive considering what happened last time. And Robusto could be punished very heavily for his actions at any second, but he just does not seem to mind.
Robotsu is definitely feeling very confident here, even going in without his adaptive shield, taking down Pine. But Revive is going to get a pick as well as the res is going to happen. That's going to be a sleep on the Robotsu. Now with the anti-nade present in hand, not going to actually be able to use it here. Smash attempting to go forward. The sights in the back taking down. But that's going to be Robot Ninja getting picked. Clearly gets a pick on to Smash. Robutsu tries to get more, but gets antied, and that's going to be Whitmer with a little bit of forward steam as they're going to continue to go in and get even more picks.
We talked earlier a little bit with that communication, and I honestly thought that Whitmer was going to pay right there. Ana slept that Hammond, and no one seemed to mind on the side of Whitmer. They just let him chill out in their backline asleep. So I'm very shocked that that did not go the other way.
Massive sleep on the Robustu there, but awesome with the Coalescence going to take down Pine. A res is going to be in order, and it's going to be up and ready. Now it's going to be Smash going over onto the Torbjorn, taking him down. Attempting to get even more picks here. The space is made. The duplication is also made. That Pine getting a shotgun kill with the Torbjorn. It also has the ult online. The Molten Core is going to be dispersed. With the binds on point, going to be able to get taken down. The double Molten Core on the side of Whitmer here is going to be able to push them all the way to third point.
And that all started right there with Smash going up and taking out that Torbjorn at the beginning of the fight and just asserting themselves up there, taking that high ground.
Well, he gets a pick. We're not expecting that. Awesome. And Robot is going to be playing with missiles. You're about to get burned. He's going to take himself down. That's going to be the Hammond getting slept, but not without being taken down. Immediate res onto the Ana is good. That's going to be the Juno ult used on the side of Penta. The Molten Core as well. Going to be utilized to take down the rest of Whitmer and stop their forward momentum.
Robusto trying to get in there and just stagger some more. I do like how aggressive he's playing, but once again, he just needs to be careful or he will pay. You don't want to leave your team fully in the dust on Hammond.
Right now, both teams are even. It's a 3v3. Good boop there by the side of Robusto, stopping the Mercy from being able to res. He is going to fall dangerously low, though, getting healed up by the Juno. Awesome gets a pick in the back onto the Mercy. Smash is left unable to do much, but that's going to be a double kill in the back. A nano boost. Going to utilize. I just punched my mic. Apologies. And now, more is going to be coming out here. Smash trying to get a pick onto the Torbjorn, but not going to be able to do much as he sits on cart and is going to get taken down. Only 5 seconds remaining. Smash not in mech form, but that's going to be Fire getting the pick onto the Torbjorn. Now the turret's going to get taken down. Whitmer still doesn't have their tank within the mech. Robusto has another minefield online, and it's going to be massive, covering the entirety of the point, getting 2, getting 3, and he's going to be carrying his team through this team fight, getting a 4K as well alongside with it, and Pine again falling to the mine. That minefield got 5 members of Whitmer. Penta with a pentakill.
And, you know, I was going to say before, really, Penta needs to try to regroup. They just need to stop them short of getting this final checkpoint. But, you know, who needs to do that when you can just get a 5-man ult? I mean, Robusto is playing with such confidence. He is not worried at all. And even with that confidence, it might sound a little silly, but it kind of gets in your opponent's heads. They start getting a little pissed off and they're like, what can we do to get this guy uncomfortable? You are showing them that you do not care that they are trying to counter you. And it is monumental to, you know, the rest of the aspects of the game.
I agree. Robutsu able to play through his counter. It has been going well for Whitmer whenever they are able to get control of this ball, but I think Smash wasn't able to utilize the nano boost he was given to its fullest extent, and that's really what made the team unable to continue to push forward. If Smash was able to get maybe one or two more picks with that, it might have been a different story, and it might have been a full cap for Whitmer.
Yeah, they're just... Penta is playing so risky, but they're getting rewarded. So it's really just tricky to say how they should play this, if, you know, they should play more conservative or, you know, stay how they are.
Definitely is, with Pine back onto the Junkrat getting a pick, but that's going to be Brusu getting absolutely blown up, falling to 37 HP, having to run all the way back to his spawn, even start to get healing. Awesome, falling low as well. With the Junkrat here, it could get control of the ball with these traps, as well as pumping out massive amounts of damage. As seen here,
before.
Butsu again trying to get something, putting a lot of pressure onto the support of Whitmer. Whitmer gonna get a pick onto Robutsu. Pine using his Junkrat to its full extent, getting so many of the picks. Quilly does get a pick onto the Torbjorn turret, but not exactly a player on the other team. Smash is gonna take down Robot Ninja. Now back to square one for Robutsu and the rest of Penta.
It's very tricky to play ball against a Brig, Torb, and Junk, and Ana at that point. So really, Robustu needs to try to play back a little bit. Wow.
That's just going to be 4 members of Whitmer just falling in a blink of an eye. Smash went to go help his Brig, and the rest of the team fell without his DM to stop the damage.
And, you know, I was saying earlier, it's usually whenever team comps fail with a Hammond, it's not because of the Hammond, it's because the team doesn't know how to play with a Hammond. And Penta is playing so phenomenally without a tank just present.
Yeah, that's going to be Robot Ninja being able to follow up on his ball, getting a pick there. Robutsu, though, overstaying his welcome, is going to fall low, but it's going to get Mega to get right back up to full HP. The touch is good for the side of Whitmer, as the Molten Core is going to cover the point and stop them from continuing on. Revive gets a pick on the Robot Ninja. Pine is going to get nano boosted and gets a pick with it. The mines are going to be devastating to Smash's HP. Robutsu on point, trying to make something happen. He does get antied, almost gets slept, but the backline of Robutsu is going to fall down, and there's not much you can do to recover that.
No, and Penta is still in the lead. You saw Whitmer before. They ended up capping this point finally. At, you know, just a couple seconds left. This tire...
Definitely going to be
ball. I just thought that was a tire.
It's a ball. He's going to get a slam off. He's going to be the first ult. That's going to be a Sojourn Overclock used as well. Ults aren't going either way. That's going to be the Mercy falling low. Revive falling dangerously low. That's going to be the Juno ult also used. The Orbital Ray taking down more. Robutsu gets 2 in the back. That's going to be Smash with the Diva Bomb, only taking down 1. That's just going to be Pine trying to hold down the touch, gets a pick, but gets taken down as well. Only 30 seconds remaining. They're able to cap first, and with now 3 minutes on the clock, they make their way through second.
And on the second checkpoint, this is where Robustu can have all the fun he wants. This has so many different flanks and so many different areas that this Hammond can exploit to just wreck and isolate Whitmer's backline.
Definitely a lot more places to play. That's going to be Fire immediately going down to Awesome Game as he's a little bit caught out of position. That's going to be Whitmer unable to really counteract this, as that's also going to be Bloody falling down as well. Whitmer on the tail end of this fight, now having to back up and regroup.
This is just seeming so much more possible as time goes on for Penta to bring this back. I mean, if Penta brings this back, this is going to be series point.
Pine is going to be able to get a pick there, but with no supports. The Mercy not going to quite be enough. The res immediately going down. It is going to go down, but the Mercy's going to get traded out. Almost gets traded out. Fire gets a pick onto the Moira in the backline as well. The Molten Core goes down. He goes down as well, though. Smash is going to get picked. Robatsu is on fire and antied. He's going to have to fall back, unable to touch point, even with his minefield, making all the care in the world. That's going to be the Sojourn falling down from Penta as well, and they're going to have to go back and regroup.
And Robusto, he is getting so much value off of these minefields, and he's building them up fairly quickly too. So it really comes down to, you need to stop letting him play with your team and get that ult charge.
It's going to be a Visor immediately used, a Nano Boost, attempting to turn the fight as both the supports of Whitmer are going to go down, and that's going to be the entire team of Whitmer going down, with only a Nano utilized. A bomb as well going to be utilized to try to turn the fight. It gets a pick on the Quilly. The remake is going to go down with only 1 HP left from the Baby Diva. For Smash has to try to touch and wait for his team to come back if they're going to have a chance back into this round. There's going to be a tire to go and try to get something. It clears off the point at least, and going to take the Sojourn. Robotsu going to go back with a slam, takes down the Baby Diva, but Pine is making work in the back. Robotsu gets a pick on to the Torbjorn as well. They're trying to make something out of it, but Robotsu, with only 30 seconds left, has to wait for the rest of his team. The 4K, I mean, there's 4 members of Whitmer still here. The ball has a lot to work to do. 86% to a minefield, though. He might be able to have a chance. Orbital Ray, use everyone in it on the side of Penta. Grouped up well. The Mercy gets taken down. Robatsu takes on the turret. Is this going to be the mech of Smash? Going to be taken down. Robatsu falls, and that's also going to be Awesome falling to Pine as well. It's relatively even here. Pine can clutch up, but it seems that he can't. And with just a Lucio left, that's going to be the cart slowly rolling its way on in. He's going to try to stall, but the stall just isn't enough. That's going to be... Oh, the Mercy. Wait a minute. Okay, I was going to say, wait a minute. No, he's going to get taken down. Now with only a minute 30 left, they only have to push it right past this corner. The doors are open. The way is lit. Now, it's only going to be Penta to try to bring themselves back here down 2 maps.
And Pine is going to have a field day over here. He almost has his tire, and with how close range this is too.
It's going to be the minefield utilized first. Most of the minefields are going to get taken down immediately, though. It's going to be Penta doing a lot, but it's going to be the beat to stop them from doing any more pressure. It's good. Pine releases the Rip Tire. There's going to be the mines from Robatsu still up and ready. Going to get a pick on the fire. The tire doesn't find anyone. Robatsu falling low is going to get taken down by Pine with such a key player falling down. It's only a matter of time. The bomb is going to be utilized as well. Same with the Coalescence. It's going to be Smash taking down the Sojourn. And now it's just going to be cleanup time for the side of Whitmer as they get 1 pick. Pine almost gets taken down, but to no avail. Penta has 30 seconds left to turn this, 30 seconds left to take it to map 5. That's going to be the overclock user. Robatsu gets a pick in the back. That's going to be Pine as well getting taken down. It's looking so good for Penta. They also have an ult up on the high ground. The Torbjorn ult used. Revive gets a pick in the back. Robatsu also gets picked. It's almost be even, but that's going to be Robot Ninja helping out his team, getting the pick that's necessary. And the cart is rolling on in. The stalls are here. The Suzu helps Pine out, but that's going to be picked from Robot Ninja, and that's going to be the rest of Whitmer falling down, and a map 5 is in order.
Oh, man. The Penta has brought this back so incredibly, and everyone is just playing their roles as best as you can. And there's Robusto with the play of the game finally. that he deserves.
A 5K mine.
He is so fun to watch. I will say, he is such a fun player to watch. And he is antagonizing Whitmer, and they're going to have nightmares about him tonight. They are. I mean,
definitely will. Now, going to be going on to the 5th map here in the series. It is going the distance. A reverse sweep could happen here. Penta working their way from a 2-map deficit. Whitmer holding on. Only needs to secure one more map. We're going to see if Penta can reverse sweep Whitmer coming up in Esports Ohio. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Map 5 Esports Ohio. It's tied 2-2. So this is going to be the series point in this JV championship. I'm here with OP Knees, and this has just been so phenomenal. Robusto actually not going to go with the Hammond here, going to be switching up to the Winston pick. So with Flashpoint, you're going to see a lot of different comps going on because it's such a different game mode. So this is going to be really interesting to see how both these teams play.
It definitely will be interesting, especially the Mauga pick on the side of Smash. You've seen him play a lot of Diva. Now on to the Mauga. It's going to be a little bit different. Robatsu is going to go on to the Hammond. It's a little bit harder to play Hammond on this type of map. And there we go. The Sombra is out as well. They know that this ball is the issue, and they're going to stop him in every faucet they know.
And as a Hammond player, you hate to see that Sombra come out. Ooh,
Fire getting taken down immediately. Good anti on to Robatsu, but he's going to be able to weasel his way out. The Ana wants blood. Robatsu dying to the burn damage. He's going to get taken down, though. The soldier having to run his way away. Smash a little bit in there. Going to get taken down with a Torbjorn shotgun. And Robot Ninja cleans up Whitmer as Penta is going to get control of the first point and have their round at defense first, basically.
Yeah, and Penta's going for a very hard dive comp here. So, yeah, these flashpoint maps you can play in so many different ways. So I really don't mind the dive here. Robustu getting up some shenanigans though. It looks like possible
Chandelier shenanigans. Being able to see exactly where the enemies are. That slam is going to be very massive. Robutsu is going to use his adaptive shields to be able to get out, getting over to 1,000 HP. It's going to be picks going the side of Penta. It's going to be a double kill instead of Revive gets to pick on the Robot Ninja in the back. Robatsu falls dangerously low, just gets healed enough to live. Smash smashes his way on into the point, trying to do some good damage here, but with his cardiac overdrive being down, he's now just a sitting minigun, as he's gonna be able to hold space. He's gonna be able to get a pick onto the Torbjorn. Revive gets a pick on the Quilly in the back, but Robutsu and Robot Ninja are taking control of the point and making sure it is not going to be flipped.
And the Maga on the side of Whitmer actually did a very good job getting on there and asserting himself. But in the end, Penta just played a lot more together. They played, a lot more cohesively. And that's what you love to see. And that's why they ended up coming out with that first point right there.
Definitely helped them within that. Robatsu, again, really good ball player, able to maneuver his way out of difficult situations, even through a Sombra hacking him. He's going to be able to weasel his way away here as he's going to fall low, but not going to fall down. Really running his way through the enemy team, only with 400 HP here. He's going to look to go in regardless, especially onto this very vulnerable backline. The mines immediately used. The Suzu goes out onto the Ana, but the Ana is still falling low. He's going to get taken, not down actually. The mines, though, are going to get cleared. Slam as well. Robutsu falling very low is gonna be left with 1 HP. He weasels his way out again. Smash unable to do anything. Pine walks into a mine and gets taken down right at the end of the fight.
I don't know what Pine was doing there. I don't know. They saw the glowing lights and they just thought, pretty. But
The moth to a flame.
Yeah. Robustu, though, he's playing this very well, and again, very confidently. I mean, he is out for this Sombra's blood, and that's basically unheard of when it comes to a Hammond.
There's going to be EMP hitting 3. That's going to be massive, but Pine is the only one to really get a pick. There's going to be both ults going to be used there. The Molten Core as well. The Juno over away. Match gonna get a pick onto Robot Ninja, gonna be dropping the cage match. There's lava all over the floor. This ball is low to 28 HP, only 40 HP left. He's looking for the ball, is gonna get taken down. The Juno is nowhere to be seen, and that's gonna be Whitmer for the first time in this map, gonna be able to get control of the point.
And the thing with Flashpoint is it goes so quickly that realistically, you only have maybe 1 team fight, maybe 2 if you're really good on time. So you really got to come back, and they already are back on the side of Penta, so good job regrouping quick and just getting back on this site.
Whitmer had to use all of their ults to really engage the Robutsu, get to pick onto the Ana, and that's going to be a Visor and a Coalescence paired together to do massive amounts of damage and clear Whitmer off the point. That's going to be Robot Ninja doing insane amount of damage. And Robutsu getting that final pick onto Revive. And this right now is match point. If Penta takes this next flashpoint, it is over. Penta will have the reverse sweep they have been looking for.
And series point, like you were just saying, this is has been such a great comeback by Penta. And they are dominating on everything that, Whitmer has chosen. So They just needed to get that initial budge, and then they just came back. It had an unstoppable sense.
Revive is going to get a pick with the Junkrat. Robusto, though, throws everyone into his mines. He's going to get a 2K. Robot Ninja following up, getting more Revive, trying to get something done here with a pick, but with a point flipped over to the side of Penta. Whitmer just has to try to reset quickly here if they're going to attempt to attack this point again.
Whitmer, they need to try to change something up. They need to get back on this point, and they need to just try to assert themselves. Robusto's just been so well this game as well.
Yep, that slam, no one saw it coming. The Mercy out in the open, getting shot, can't use the adrenaline surge. Robusto kills both supports, and that's going to be Whitmer without supports, without the ability to heal. They're going to be able to get taken down relatively with ease, as Robusto is going to be 1v1 in a Torbjorn, falling a little bit low, but is going to be able to survive. Smash falls down, and the Torbjorn as well on the side of Whitmer falls down, and this is last fight. They're going to have to be quick. They're going to have to swap the touch with 80% left on a flashpoint. It's going to... Penta is in a position to win.
They just need a touch. They cannot get another team fight in.
It's going to be the Lucio. The touch. Fire. Gonna try to get something. It's gonna get taken down by Quilly, and no one else can touch. And that's gonna be Penta with a reverse sweep led by Robusto, manifesting himself to be able to get this 3-2 map series and going to be the JV champions.
And what a heartbreak for Whitmer. They thought they had that. You know, you get them to 2-0, and then you get to King's Row, and then you just think, or no, oh gosh, what was the first map they won on?
Third map, which would be Hanaoka.
Hanaoka, that's right. And you know, you get them on Hanaoka, and you lose that map, and then it's 2-1. You're still thinking, oh, okay, that's fine. We get to choose the map, and then, you know, we have the advantage. And then it happens again, 2-2. And then you start deteriorating a little bit. You start losing that momentum. You start getting in your own head. And that's when the downfall happens. And that's kind of what we saw on Junk City right there, where they just seemed so unenthused on the side of Whitmer. They seemed like they just didn't care. They seemed like they lost all of their heart that we saw at the beginning.
Yep. It's heartbreaking. Whitmer tried their hardest and just came up short. Really good plays there by Penta, able to have the mental fortitude to persevere through 2 losses, but still being able to claw their way back to a victory. I'm going to be able to leave it off there, leave everything else unsaid, because that is what we see there from the JV championship. Penta able to claw themselves back from a 2-0 position to a 3-2 victory. I'm OP Knees. Thank you. I'm not sure for casting with me, and we'll see you all in the finals for the varsity finals this Saturday. I'm OP Knees, and I'll see y'all later.